So I'm driving home from the dealership body shop. Car's been in there, I think, about 3 weeks, and everything seems to be fine. I checked the deck lid to make sure it opened and closed just fine. It's raining this morning, so I was able to see the car's been sitting out there in the rain in the parking lot, and the inside of the trunk is all dry, so the deck lid is sealing. I checked the doors on the right-hand side, which I didn't really check those before I went to the body shop, just to make sure they open and close. I checked to make sure all the lights work. The backup camera still works. And the exhaust didn't rattle on startup. I've started it 3 times now since I left the body shop. I made a couple little stops there right by the body shop, and I'm not getting that rattling noise from the exhaust. I did crawl underneath and give it a quick check, and everything seems to be good back there. The paint job seems to be fine. It really doesn't look like anything has happened to the car. The alignment seems to be okay. It's kind of hard to tell on some of these roads, but if I get it on the right section of the road and let go, it pretty much holds straight. It'll drift a little bit here or there, but it's drifted both left and right, so I'm going to give that to the roads here, the way that they're kind of curved or pitched to allow runoff. So I'm going to say the alignment's good. Everything seems to be fine. There was a screw up with the paperwork, and there was a charge on there. They made that go away because I have broad form, which means if somebody hits me, I don't pay anything. And I got a quote for some work that we might pay for out of our own pocket to the car to kind of make it look a little bit nicer. Nothing related to the wreck at all. Just we might bring it back in a month or so and just go ahead and pay out of our own pocket to have a little bit of work done, some touch-up type stuff, just to keep the car looking nice, because although it's, a little bit more than 6 years old, it's still in great shape. It runs great. It's still a nice car. It's been a very reliable car for us, a very safe car, and I have really no complaints about this 2014 Chevy Malibu LTZ. So overall, my experience with the insurance company wasn't too bad. My experience with the body shop wasn't too bad. My experience with law enforcement wasn't too bad. I could see some things that could have gone differently, maybe to make things a little bit better, but it also could have gone a whole lot worse. Overall, I'm satisfied with the coverage that my insurance company provided, and even though there's different people at the body shop than what we've dealt with in the past, it looks like they did a fairly good job, and we can close this one out, and hopefully we don't have to make another claim on the insurance for a while. But it's good to have that. It's worth it to me to pay the price that we pay for our coverage, because it gives us peace of mind. As a matter of fact, the insurance is due for renewal in about 2 weeks. I pay for it 6 months at a time, and I get a pretty big discount doing that. I also don't have to worry about that monthly bill nagging me. If they offered paying it a year at a time, I'd pay a year at a time. I used to do that with a previous insurance. But it's due in about 2 weeks, and I asked them to increase the coverage on my brand new truck to match the coverage on this car, just in case. The only thing I didn't put on there was rental. It's $69 every 6 months to have the rental policy on this car. And I decided not to do that with the truck. We would just end up sharing a vehicle or whatnot. Now, at a later point, maybe I'll go back and I'll add the rental to the truck. But I did include accessory coverage on the truck, which it didn't have previously. So now, anything I add to the truck, like mud flaps or a tonneau cover or something like that, is covered by my policy. And that'll take effect in 2 weeks. And for the extra increase to match both vehicles with the low deductibles and all the extra coverage, it was only $100 more for 6 months. So if you look at it from that standpoint, it's really not that bad. It's really value added. I understand some people might be younger and they can't get good rates, or they've got a lot of accidents or speeding tickets or something on their record, and they can't get good rates. Wait for that stuff to drop off, and then investigate into what you can do to increase your coverage if you'd like to, and also find out what sort of discounts you can get. Multi-vehicle discounts, getting your homeowner's insurance through your car insurance company as a discount. things like that. The longer you stay with the company, do they give you discounts? And don't let your policy lapse no matter what. That shows up. Other insurance companies may be able to see that, and they may consider you a risk, and they may raise your rates. So there are all kinds of ways you can negate the additional costs of having extra coverage. But for me, in my experience, for all the years we've had more and more coverage, it's been greater peace of mind, and most of the time it works out. I'm not going to say I've never had to fight with the insurance companies a little bit, or fight with the body shop a little bit, or be inconvenienced a little bit, or have to deal with the, scheduling change, or even the rental car that I had. It stank like cigarettes, but it didn't cost me anything. So overall, it wasn't a bad experience. Most of the time it hasn't been a bad experience, and anything I can learn from any time we've had to make an insurance claim, I've used that to improve our coverage so that if I had a difficulty last time, I won't have it next time. Thanks for watching this series. I hope you maybe learned something from it about car insurance and the different things that you might be able to do to make your car insurance more effective for you. And hopefully you learned a little bit about just some of the things I go through every time I've had to make a broad form claim on this car, this dependable car that's taken a lot of abuse and just comes back for more. Thanks for watching.